St. Croix stoves are designed for trouble-free operation. Quality fuel, proper cleaning, and correct maintenance are key. To help quickly and easily identify any problems that may occur, the control board features built-in diagnostic capabilities. You can tell what the issue is based on the flashing lights in the LED light bar. If the second LED light starts to blink, this indicates that the stove has shut down due to the lack of vacuum or negative pressure in the stove firebox that must exist for proper stove operation. This can happen for a number of reasons, such as if the exhaust venting system becomes clogged or obstructed, the firebox or ashpan doors are left open, or the exhaust fan quits working. Any of these conditions will signal the control board to go into safety shutdown. It may also occur while performing daily maintenance, should any of the doors be left open for an extended period of time. Finally, it may happen in extremely windy conditions, which can create back pressure on the vent. Should you feel the latter is occurring, we recommend contacting your St. Croix dealer, as this is usually very simple to remedy. For all other cases, if the fire is out, check that all doors are securely latched and then relight the stove. If the fire is still burning, make sure all doors are securely latched and hold down the on-off button until the stove starts up again. Occasionally use the auger button to manually feed fuel until the auto feed takes over. It is important to note that if the stove is unable to achieve the correct amount of draft, the control board may become unresponsive. If the buttons on the board do not respond to repeated touch, please recheck your stove for any of the above-mentioned items. If the control board remains unresponsive, you can shut off the stove by unplugging it, waiting 10 seconds, and plugging the stove back in to reset the board. Be sure to plug a hot stove back in to continue to draft the flue gases. At that point, the board will either go into safety shutdown or continue normal operation. If the third LED light starts blinking, this indicates that the proof of fire switch registered an exhaust temperature below 110 degrees Fahrenheit. When this happens, the stove goes into internal alarm and quits feeding fuel. First, check to see that there is fuel in the hopper and the hopper lid is completely closed. If not, refill and relight the stove. Next, look at the burn pot. If there is unburned fuel present, it means the fire went out before the auger quit feeding, possibly due to too much combustion air. Adjust the air damper and relight the stove. If the burn pot is empty, it means the auger quit feeding fuel while there was still a fire in the burn pot. If the hopper has fuel, check to see if the auger is jammed or if the auger set screw is loose. If both the second and third LED lights are flashing, this indicates that the auger has quit feeding fuel because the high limit sensor registered temperatures that are too high for normal operation. If the high limit sensor trips several times, the problem must be diagnosed before the stove is put back into service. Potential causes can include a defective or dirty room fan, a defective high limit switch, or possibly a bad control board.